And we are streaming and live. Trying to make sure that it is letting me know. Sorry, I'm actually catching up on some messages inside of Discord and trying to make sure that my status is set up correctly, but it's not. Well, babe. Thank you, sweetheart. Bring it here. I'll open it. Oh, I gotta actually open it. There you go. Don't make a mess. All right. Sorry about all of that. Surprise stream. Paste. Ooh. Aha. Got a new mention. Service suggestion. Well. All right. There we go. It's live. It is announced that I am streaming. Sweet. If you click, let's draw gestures, surprise stream. Perfect. All right. Discord has announced that I am live. I've been struggling to get Discord to show my status as streaming on YouTube. I was playing around with a bunch of it yesterday and finally got it straightened out. All right, we're gonna switch to vertical layout and flip the iPad so that it is also vertical. There we go. Let's see, last thing, I need to get gesture drawing pulled up. My favoriteest gesture drawing app of all time, available on QBrush for a reasonably low price, I think. I like it anyway. Fish my Apple Pencil out. Testing, good. Last but not least, my drawing glove. Let's draw. And properties. Restart capture. No. That's old. No, I want gesture drawing. What is wrong with you? There we go. Gesture drawing. Perfect. Okay. So, got my reference, along with the countdown timer thingamabob. And I'm just gonna do some 1-minute gestures. I've got 3 pages left to fill this sketchbook up. So you're looking at 24 plus 4, 28 gestures. It's about a half hour of gesture drawing, give or take, depending on interruptions, breaks, etc. And then I am going to do some anatomy studies of the limbs. So I'll be tackling the let's go. Some anatomy studies of arms and legs. All right, let's go. Got the beats. All right. That's weird. I was looking at this stream. So gesture drawing, I tend to focus on Mr. T, which is collarbones and where the collarbones meet in the chest. Hello, Ninja. Oh, sweet. And then, as Patrick J. Jones likes to call it, Mrs. V. So it's just the crotch. It comes down to an arrow. Now, I'm going to be explaining a lot while I'm working, so I'm not going to actually finish many of my gestures because I suck at teaching and drawing at the same time. So the V here, it's simplified into a V, but it's based on the understanding of the Loomis method, or not Loomis, yeah, Loomis, figure drawing for all it's worth. Oh, and it froze. All right. So the Loomis mannequin, not the Loomis head, but the Loomis mannequin, simplifies the pelvis into like this shape. So you get the sacrum coming down, but the pelvis ends up becoming like this, two discs that are wider at the front and narrower at the back. And that's sort of what I'm thinking about whenever I do my gesture drawing. So I imagine collarbones, center line, and the V, but the V is just a simplified version of what I'm thinking about is two discs. And that's what works for me. That's not what's going to work for everybody. I highly recommend when you're studying anatomy or gestures that you find that thing that clicks for your brain. This is just what works for my brain. Otherwise, I really sort of just think of a stick figure mannequin while I'm doing my gesture drawing, and then I turn that stick figure mannequin into tubes that have tapers usually. And this is going out of that frame. It's okay. And yes, I usually do the head last. That's a combination of teachers. So you've got Mike Matese, who does that. He's the force figure drawing dude. He tends to do the head last. He's looking for a line of action and the force behind the pose. But Burn Hogarth, hot topic. Risque topic anyway. Burn Hogarth also does torso first and head last because honestly the torso determines way more about the pose than the head does. But a lot of people like to draw the head. Oh, my keyboard's not hooked up. I've got a little Procreate keyboard. All right. The head can like direct the viewer, but it's really not great for brain fart. It's really not good for brain farting, apparently. Actually, that's basically all the head is good for. Yeah, this is just a great example of why I suck at teaching, because I can't talk and draw at the same time. But the hope, this is a tricky one. So it's in pretty deep perspective, honestly. It ends up going back. Yeah, I'm really not great at talking and drawing at the same time. I think my brain honestly sort of shuts off once I find that flow. And I like doing like thicker lines too. So I am holding my pencil in overhand grip, which is really convenient for Apple pencils. Like, it works really well. I like that I ran out of room right whenever it got to a boring A pose, because you don't do A poses. Oh, Namera, question. Since I think you're on Discord right now, are you near a PC? Please tell me you're near a PC. Because it is an emergency. I need to know. Am I showing up as streaming on Discord? Because to me, I'm showing up as streaming on Discord. Oh, I have to. One event. Cancel all events. Cancel all events. And it should be no upcoming events. Sweet. Getting rid of that meeting. Back to the art castle. Coffee tastes like sweet candy. Is this general chat? It is. And no, I'm not going to talk to Justin Bale about how to run his business. It's purple. Yes. Oh, score. All right. Okay, cool. Cool. It is purple. All right. That's exciting news for me because I've been stressed about this for a minute. Right. Let's get my gesture grid out. Boop. Go back to full screen. No, not full screen yet. Let's get the pencil back. Yeah, go back to full screen. Justin. Oh. I can't make myself call him Vale. No, it's a fun moniker. It's like you're lucky I'm calling you Namera now that I know your real name. Oh. What was I doing? Gesture drawing. Alright. Let's get OBS and then gesture drawing pulled up on top of OBS. Okay. Got 11 seconds, so I'm just gonna skip this gesture. Alright. Okay. Tricky. So, deep perspective. I like to sort of focus on the limb that is closest, because that's like really the only way I know to pull off deep perspective is by making sure that that is established first. Oh, can't talk. Two people, no. Half body, no. Most of body, I'll do that. So again, like T, we get wider hips, cut in half to find the ribs. We get a weird divot here. And forward up. So. What is up, Marcelo? I am doing a random live stream later in the morning, so you can actually join. How awesome is that? I just bought this pack yesterday, and I'll tell you what, I have no idea how to draw pole dancing poses. That's incredible to me. Am I even in the frame? I'm not. Hey guys, what's up? Oh man. Deep perspective poses like this are also really tricky to me. So I sort of just try to think of like tubes. So like that's the rib cage. There's where the neck hole comes out. There's the head. But then the hips are tilted. So we get like that. There we go. That leg is coming forward a little. Then goes back. And we get arms. Yeah, I wasted a lot of time on that one. Oh. Oh, question. Can anyone hear my music? Okay, yeah, it's got bars. Just making sure. Restarted that countdown. Perspective of the chest that way. Oh, you're doing gestures too? Or are you stealing my gestures? Like poses? That would be. Group gesture drawing time. I haven't done like an actual. Nice. Yeah, steal these poses. I've got way too many. I haven't done like an actual life drawing class since college. So it's been almost 20 years. Makes me sad. No, not quite. It's my 20-year class reunion this year. High school. hold on. Let me check canvas input. So I started this in January, and I have not been in any way. I've got one layer left before this sketchbook is full. So I haven't in any way been keeping up with the gesture challenge, which is why I'm so rusty. Like, if I flip back through some of these, this was a rusty period. There was a point where I was like really nailing my gestures because I was doing them consistently. These are all pretty good. These are all pretty good. Got a lot of info. Those are nice. Decent. That was a what the fuck moment. These are all pretty good. Back in March, like, I'd been pretty consistently like in like this one. I've still got my grid picked. Like this one right here, pretty good, pretty good. I like that one a lot, actually. It's got a nice rhythm to it. Heck yeah, lots of good ones right here. But now I'm very rusty. I mean, come on. I mean, this one's not bad, but that was the last one I did, I think yesterday or the day before. I got some good ones. Okay, alright. I mean, yes, I'm rusty, but what are you gonna do? Draw more. That's what you're gonna do. Yeah, whatever. It's a very straightforward pose. It's coming forward. Got a nice hourglass shape. And rhythm for the leg. Side, I'm really thinking about that Loomis disc for the hip. And I'm just gonna let that fade off. And I'm gonna try to exaggerate some. So pull the leg up a little higher. Bring the lower leg down a little at a steeper angle. And try to remember, you know, like this is the hip and arms and the head. Yeah, I was way too slow on that one. Oh well. Got another low angle of a muscly young woman. so bad. What's up, Pluto? Oh, yes, we all have the tendency to want to chop our hands off sometimes. And I just wasted a bunch of time chastising myself instead of focusing on the next gesture. Which ended up being better than the one before it. I'm glad. I'm glad you're having fun drawing these poses. So Namira, do you ever get really frustrated with your Apple Pencil, like just randomly activating the eraser? Especially when you're doing an overhand grip like this, it is so frustrating. So freaking frustrating. All right, here it is. Last page of the sketchbook. So for anyone who is curious, yes, I'm doing an overhand grip. I've got my iPad on. Let's see if I can show it. Yeah, so I've got the tablet stand. Charger cable coming out the top, just so that I can have my. Yeah, so technically my iPad's upside down, but overhand grip only works if you're three-jointed left. I think I missed the last one. Yeah, I definitely missed the last one. Yeah, I don't mind skipping poses if they're like if I run out of time or if I'm switching pages and stuff. Don't know what I was even saying. It doesn't matter. Think I could do a gesture in 9 seconds. Sort of. Oh, what is this? So you have to have your surface like an easel. So you can't do it flat. You have to overhand only works if your drawing surface is sort of parallel with you. Yeah, don't try to do it on like a laying flat on a table or something. It doesn't work. And I'm out of time, but I'm gonna try to do an incredibly sloppy gesture just to get something on the page. Dude's got some big old claw hand things going on. Oh, look at that. It's a really horrible gesture, but it gets the point across. Boom. What is up, Sam the Witch? Hang on. Hang on. Where's Mr. Justin at? We need the whole crew here. That would be awesome. I'll have to be like, hey, come on in and show me up on your gestures, because you're the man trademark. Oh, I started with the head. What the hell is wrong with me? It goes off the page. I'm not gonna try and... You were in bed sick? How does this happen? Started with the head again. Sort of. I messed the head up, so it's okay. This is probably one of my favorite models to draw, because her ribs, like, she has very well defined abs, which really help define her rib cage. But it's always so alien looking. It's just suspicious. That's very spacious. This is another one of my favorite models to draw, because hips. I mean, I'll be honest, hips. I'm a hips guy. And I've totally butchered this pose, so I'm just gonna hold down on the undo button. Oops. Let this one pass. Okay. I also recently purchased a male model male ballet dancer pack, which I have not added to the folder yet, but I'm really excited for that one, because male ballet dancers are like peak physical condition. You can see every single muscle. Aw. I am out of coffee. So as soon as I'm done with these gestures, before I get into anatomy, I am going to go brew a pot of sweet, sweet Java. Well, bitter, bitter Java. For some reason, I see her screaming for the horde while she's doing this pose. All right, now that's a completed sketchbook right there. And Finn. Boom. So I will end up throwing this up on my website and the Discord and the sketchbook thing next day or two. But for now, I'm going to mute my stream. I'll let the gesture drawing folder keep going for a few. These are not royalty-free gestures or anything, so or poses, like pose packs, so I can't let you buy them, but I don't see why I couldn't just let you watch. But yeah, we'll be right back in just a few minutes. Enjoy the music and gestures or poses. Yeah. I hate that, so give me just a second. Hide transition needs to be fade, and I did this with my other transitions in my other scene on OBS before, so let's try that again. Fading out. Be back soon. Much better. And I'm back-ish. Like, the coffee's brewing, it's gonna be a little while. Um, so yeah. Let's go back to the gallery. Sketchbook 3. Let's see. Oh, my kids were drawing in my sketchbook for me. Oh, and I was teaching my son some basic exercises too. Some drawovers, paintovers, and stuff. 2 proposals, 17. Oh. Right. So I am just gonna work. Oh, snap. Pause this because this is a fantastic leg reference. So screenshot and paste. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Didn't work this time. Let's go back. Screenshot. The leg. Got it again. And paste. There we go. When it works well. So this was just a perfect leg pose to study. So that was my homework, actually. So my self-imposed homework, as it were. And my gesture app just happened to feed it to me. So let's do it. Let's do the homework. Just get a really dark gray. Yeah. Cool. I guess my homework was. Oh, I totally neglected mine too. It's okay. I feel your pain. So for drawing or studies anyway, what I like to do is trace. So here we've got the pelvis, and if I think of it as the 2 discs, this is like where the 3-finger gap is, and then off of the pelvis your femur comes out, and the head of the femur is like right here, and you could think of the center of this disc. There's the head of the femur, or the great trochanter, as it were, and then the femur comes down and turns into like 2 big ball joints right here. But this is the basic shape of the femur. And then in front of the femur sits the patella, and the tibial shelf is right here, and you get a really weird divot underneath the patella, which is your kneecap. And then the tibia goes down, and it is your outer ankle bone. Your inner ankle bone is your fibia. Yeah. And it. Wait, no. Tibia is inner ankle bone. Fibia is outer ankle bone. Don't neglect your anatomy studies either. So tibia, what the hell? Oh, eraser, of course. Tibia does this number. Fibia comes out and it's lower. It's your outer ankle bone. Patella sits on top of tibial shelf. Femur bulges out to the sides, goes up. Great trochanter into pelvis. And this is about the halfway point. And the foot comes out here. So, basic bone structure of the leg. I don't want any of this, so I'm going to undo it all. There we go. What? Alright. Hey, Miss Namera. Giving you a heads up. Okay, manage blocked words, change chat modes. Also has. There we go. Miss Namera, since you're part of the mod team, you're now a standard moderator for the channel. If people aren't housebroken, please kick them. For anyone who isn't aware of what my moderation policy is, it's basically, if you're not housebroken, you can fuck right off. Alright. Now, imagining those discs, right here. Hey, what's up, Vale? Thank you, kind sir. So if you're imagining those Loomis discs for the pelvis right here, at the very top of it is what's considered like the three-finger cap. Now, all of your abdominal muscles attach above it. All of your leg muscles attach below it. So you get a few different quadricep groups here. So quadriceps means you've got 4 of these muscles, but you only see 3 of them. So you've got your biggin. Your gracilis attaches right here and goes into your, it's basically a big tendon. It goes into your hamstring muscle grouping. Under your gracilis is your biceps femoris. Three-finger gap, shout out! Above your gracilis, you get all of your adductors, and then your sartorius comes sort of across your leg. And listen to that veil over there. But all of this is starting to cover up the femur, and my eraser's really small now, so I'm just gonna get rid of the femur. Sartorius. Correct me if I'm wrong, but let me bump the opacity back up. So sartorius is this tendon that's going to start covering up, like basically right here, right? Is this a perverted question? It's going to come down right like so, and it actually, let's see, basically divides this quadricep from the top to side plane. Yeah? Yeah, the leg bump. So this quadricep turns into a bunch of tendon right here and just attaches to the top of the patella. But that's why you get that bump and then a flat spot. So it's like flat, bump, up. Other quadricep, and then you get more quadricep over there, but you can't see that. Oh. And then, oh, my calf anatomy. Shh. Blah. Blah. Blah, blah. I mean, calf, Achilles. So this is inner calf, which means we don't get all of those extra little, oh man, I'm blanking on the calf anatomy. Ooh. And this is why I should study the calf anatomy more. Freestyle. Well, so the calf goes up between the hamstrings. So the hamstrings attach to the tibia and fibia. The calf actually goes up and attaches between them to the back of the femur and comes out. And it's, I think it's supposed to actually be like 3 muscles, but you end up with, so let's say this is the inner leg, this is the outer leg. You end up with one that like dominates the other, and then this one splits and turns into a bunch of tendon down here. So that's why you get like this shape at the base of the calf. It's also, wait, did I say? No. If this is inner, it's this way. Holy crap. Alright. Oh, that's true. You do substitute it all with goat legs. And then, so inner means we get tibia coming out, fibia, and then the heel. So like that's the basic construction of the calf. And the wait, did that one again. So big toe, pinky toe. Yeah. This is all from memory. I don't have my anatomy. Let me go get my anatomy book. What am I doing? It's like sitting right next to me. Hold on. For those of you who don't have a few handy dandy anatomy references just lying around. I can put, no, not bones. Where's muscles? I want muscles. And the glass. Right. These are my actual glasses. I need them to drive, not to read, but I'll put them on. Please give me the knowledge. Oh yeah, that was right. So we've got us the gastrocnemius, and I don't know, but the soleus is the one that wraps around the front of your leg on the inside, and it's only for pumping blood. Like, it doesn't actually do anything. I think that's really, really interesting. Fibula, la, saying fibia, fibula. Oh man. And then, yeah, the soleus doesn't do anything except pump blood back up to your heart. It's really interesting. You also have the extensor digitorum, which is like your flexors, or well, extensors technically. Well, what does it's like the heart of your leg. Yeah, so I usually don't follow the anatomy perfectly for anything. I go for not even an idealized version of it, but so everything on your body. Yeah. So everything on your body looks really nice if you split it into halves or thirds. And I tend to do thirds for the legs. So like, you split the leg in half to get like where the knee and everything is. But in that bottom half, if you split it into thirds instead, like if you make the calf muscles follow loosely that third, it just looks better in my opinion. But technically it's like, oh well, it comes down to about half, but that doesn't have as nice of a shape to it in my opinion. Yeah, pretty much. The only things you really need to know about most body parts is they do this. Ta-da. Like that's it. Boom. That's a forearm. That's a calf. That's technically even a thigh. It's all just drumsticks. It's all drumsticks. Yeah, it's time to learn. Oh, my daughter is yelling at me. I'll be right back. And I'll turn the slideshow back on for anyone who's doing gesture drawing. We'll even move to the next one. There you go. But I want to go see what my daughter needs. Be right back. And fade to black. And that fade back in too. Oh man. No, I was really annoyed with like the quick cut. So I just added the fade to my in and out. Like 20 minutes ago on this scene anyway. Oh, and the slideshow was just for gesture drawing earlier. I just paused it on a really good leg reference to take a screenshot. Yeah. Oh. I feel like this got extra sloppy on me. Yeah. Alright. So I am just gonna. Yeah, it's all OBS. Like streaming my iPad is OBS plus AirDroid Cast. The gesture drawing is just a screen capture of a specific application window, which is, you know, gesture drawing. The camera, FaceTime camera, is just OBS with a mask on it so that I could do the painted round edge thing. And then the like table texture is just the whole background is one big table texture with an overlay. So it's a transparent ping file. And then I've got AirDroid Cast behind that image, so that it looks like an iPad sitting on a table. Yeah, I am super nerd. And then whenever I flip my iPad to landscape mode, I just switch scenes like this. Yeah. And I'm burning the crap out of myself. Yeah, I saw that Namera said coffee break. I was like, oh yeah, I did make coffee. So I went and got some. So my break was a little extra long. I also have water because hydration. Oh man. Yeah, I've been playing with OBS for quite a while. So I am just gonna make really big eraser, really low opacity, and everything up. I'll actually render some of this out. Because that was the assignment, was to do volumetric rendering on some anatomy studies. So not direct lighting rendering, but volumetric rendering. And I'll just leave the slideshow going for anyone who wants to do gesture drawing. So this is a flat surface on the patella, and we get some like shading coming down into the tibial tuberosity. It's such a weird. Oh, not eraser. And then this is like the soleus wrapping over the tibia a little bit. Alrighty, take it easy, Miss Namera. Thank you for tuning in. I've got like a really sharp turn right here. This weird sort of hinge shape for the, not hinge. Yeah, I mean, I guess hinge would be one way to put it. So the ankle comes down blocks in about like that on the side of the leg. And there's like a sharp turn away right here. For the Will Weston junkies out there, including Mr. Justin Vale, this is how it sits on the plank of the leg. Calf is coming in and sort of wraps. Biceps femoris, along with the hamstrings and gracilis, is all turning, like sloping away under the gracilis right here. It's like the division towards the bottom. So volumetric rendering means I have to sort of, well, so the glute, so get your sits bones, your glute would connect under that, roughly. I have the Will Weston data. Tibia is actually coming, not tibia, patella is actually coming towards us a little. And then we get a little bit of a bump for the femur right here. That femur knob. To volumetrically render the sartorius and the quadriceps. Bump. It goes up. Volumetric rendering is weird to me. I don't ever render this way. Like, I always think light source, light source, light source. Not I don't know, this is just, it's a very foreign way of rendering to me, but it does describe the form well, which is the point. So, volumetric rendering is that you have a sphere. I'm gonna cheat with the sphere here. All right. Let's say you have a sphere. Normal rendering. It's painting volumes as if there's only ambient light. So the further away something is from you, the darker it gets, basically. So instead of thinking, oh, there's a light source from this angle that would hit right here, and then, you know, establish your halftone and or not halftone, your terminator, and then block in your shadow, and then work your halftones towards the light source. You would ignore any light source whatsoever, and then just work from the furthest point away, working around the object, cross-hatching basically all the way around, and pretending that the lightest part of the object is the closest part to you. So if you're doing this with a cross-hatching technique, you can still make something look like a sphere and describe the form by just doing volumetric shading. It's a little tricky with just a sphere, especially if I'm so close to it. I also apparently don't have great pressure control right now. So yes, I'm doing the smudgings. But this, despite being not lit from any angle, still sort of reads as a sphere. Oh no. The little lady's iPad died, and I actually have to go eat lunch and get ready for a tattoo. So... No, I'm not giving you a tattoo. I have to get ready to do a tattoo, sweetheart. All right. So, thank you everyone for hopping on, streaming with me. Thank you, Justin, for hopping on, chatting with people. I'm gonna go take care of my little lady, get her fed. Oh, do you want me to smile for the camera? Take my picture. Yeah, super awesome. Thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna be randomly streaming a lot more, and yeah, tons of fun. All right, I really gotta go take care of my little lady. She's mad. Take it easy, everybody. Talk at you probably tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. Pinky promise. Later, everyone.